guys, welcome back to another Wheel to Wheel Hotlap, proudly brought to you by Hybrid Ag. I am your Hotlap host, Viper's Fang, and this week we are off to Germany, and it is Nurburgring Nordschleife endurance, and we have 8 laps of the green hell coming your way, and it is going to be awesome. I can't wait to get involved in this one. Classic, most beautiful layout, gorgeous track, and to show us the way around we have Zoo this week, and I think it's about time we get into it. It's going to be a long one, guys, so grab a coffee, sit back, relax, and enjoy the lap around Nordschleife. Take it away, Zoo.
Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome to the Green Hell, as it's called. It's actually endurance at Nurburgring, the war of attrition and safety. I'm just going to talk you through a lap as we come in here. This is just a Nurburgring spin track for the first little tiny bit of it. Where that one doesn't know what you're doing. I'm usually pretty slow here, so try not to concentrate too much. This is going to be a bit of a blow-on lap, so I'll try stop at a few points where I think it's pretty vital, where maybe some people are a little soft, and we'll get back onto the actual Nurburgring in a minute. So let's go around these few corners. Everybody knows these pretty well. So we'll come up to where we exit onto the Nurburgring. So usually about the 60 board here. Usually around the 60 board, some people are right up to 50, and alright, I won't muck around, we'll keep it going. There's a couple of little red flags, you sort of nearly want to hit them if you can. So you tuck that one, straight up into here, back down to maybe second gear. You want to come in there pretty slow so you can exit pretty good. A little bump there, back down to second, drive it out in the third. I like this short shift down here. You hear me short shifting through, and this is pretty much flat if you short shift. So off we go, and I'll be back down to third through these sections. Do a little slalom, so bit of a right, left, and just get it to flow through if you can. The better you can do it, the better. Same thing here, back down to maybe second if you want. Get a really good exit here. Flat out. You come up to the little jump. It's only a slight lift into these double right-handers. Just a slight lift. The frame will take it flat. And then it's flat all the way through here. Once again into this left-hander. The brave will take it flat. I like to do a little lift. Back on, brake at the end of the curve on the left. Maybe back down to second. That was definitely a late. Missed that turn in by a mile. Up through the foxhole. Flat out again. Full throttle. Okay, I'll hit the brakes. See where this tree sticks out past the fence? That's probably where I'm hitting the brakes. There's another little white sign if that's easier to see. So just maybe before that, or just at the tree, and we'll keep flowing through. So back through, and then just not too much throttle through here, get it turned in. Another good exit spot, you want a good exit here. Once you're coming down to this left-hander, just a small lift, and have faith the car will make it around. That was a little too much oversteer on the way in, but it works. Then the little zigzag left, right, left. real tight, sort of a long hairpin. Back through there's a little bump as you're coming into the left-hander. That'll throw the car off a little bit. And then it's the miss corners. That'll lead you straight into a really sharp left-hander. So you want to get on the brakes, get it back down to first gear, pitch it in, get a good drive out again. And then that'll lead you into the left corner down here. You brake at just the exit road there, and you drive it around, and then the right hander. Be real careful on this one, it'll spit you there if you're not careful with the throttle. Then it's flat out again all the way through to you go to the uphill section. Into here, there's a little blue mark on the road I like to brake at. Right on it. Exit here is really vital. That was a terrible one, but we'll keep going. So some cars up this section, it's just flat all the way. Some cars might pull 6. But because it's uphill, the Honda loves to hold 5th gear up here. 6th gear just slows them down. So into this left-hander, once again it's just a lift. Maybe some cars you might be just touching the brake, but basically I lift at the end of this white strip. You'll see it, it's different colors, definitely noticeable when you go there, and you'll get it, you'll see these little tire tracks, and you want to get in there. Once again, have faith that the car's going to get around there. That'll be the word of the day. It will be faith today. That the car does what it's told to. Okay, let's keep going. And then coming into this right-hander, you pretty much hold it flat, a little lift. I brake at the curb on the left, and then get around there, get a good exit, come up to the first of the carousels, back to first gear, stay down the bank section, real gentle on throttle. Now up to my little favourite section of the track. So you flat through here, just as the curb on the right hand side starts to come, you just sort of back off, get it in, try to stick to the left, get it to the right, and then back off, try to tuck it right in, get on the throttle early. There's like the little downhill section, slalom. You can use a little bit of curb here. This car hates it, so I try to stay away from it. Back to third gear, and a lot of oversteer. My bad. It's a sloppy lap, I'm sorry. Third gear again, get it tucked in, and then you come up to YouTube corner. So to stay wide, right, get it tucked in tight. Watch out for the little crest to the hill. Once again, third gear, back down. Try to just keep it smooth, and you'll be fine. Back off to this another little jump. Back to fourth. Keep it nice and steady. Cruise around here, and then you want to be on full throttle right about now. Watch out for the little jump over the hill. Might spit you out. And this is a bumpy little section that'll throw the car around a little bit. But if you get the right line, you get it pointed straight, it's good. On the brakes, up to the right hand corner, and then just ease it into the left hand corner, throttle on, then you're coming up to the second carousel. Watch out for exit here, it likes to spit the back end around. And then it's hold it flat, a small lift in this one. I use a bit of brakes there, but... So you want to keep a little neutral throttle through this corner to get a really good exit. So you want to widen and keep tucking it in tight, and once you see this curb here or a little bit before it, you can get back onto full throttle. Just have faith that it grips. Trust me, if you get the right trajectory, there is full throttle easy at that curb. Flat out down the main straight. I imagine this is where most passes will happen. If everybody's smart. If you've got a fast car, you're going to love this section. So it's just flat knucker over the hill. Keep it flat under the Bilstein Bridge. Gain a little bit extra pace down the hill section. Keep holding it flat, holding it flat, holding it flat, holding it flat. Wait for the end of that curve and then hit the brakes. Back to second, get it turned in. Maybe short shift to third. And then watch that little bump on the exit here as well. It might grab you. And then it's onto lap 2 of 8. So that was a pretty mediocre lap. But that was it. So be wary of the curbs. They are, if you, especially driving the Honda here, it's definitely a stiff car that it hates the curbs. So be wary of the curbs and be wary of grabbing a bit of wet grass. It can really slow you down. But good luck, gents. It's going to be a long race. There's a couple of different strategies. Each to their own. So stay safe. Make smart moves. Don't be too silly with it, and you should be fine. Just drive to your ability. Alright, thanks boys. This has been your boy Zoo, and we'll see you on the next one.
Well, thanks for that, Zoo. It's a big effort from Zoo right there. It's a long lap around the layout here, the endurance layout here in Nurburgring, and it's great to see these guys giving up their time to show us the way around these tracks each and every week. But let's talk about the race. It's an 8-lap endurance race, and the big talking point for this week is pit strategy. How many pit stops are you going to make? Are you going to try and save fuel? Are you going to try and get there in 1 stop? Are you going to do 2 stops? Are you going to run flat out and try and 3 stop it? There are plenty of opportunities for multiple strategies. Different cars here are going to have different strengths. We're back in the Group 3s, but this is simply a straight out who's going to keep it straightest type of race. You're going to have to keep it on the track. There are plenty of opportunities for big mistakes in this layout. It's very, very technical, it's very complicated, and it's way easy to get lost around this track. It's way easy to forget what sector you're in or what corner you're at and make a big mistake and lose a big chunk of time. So it's going to be all about who can keep it straight. It's also going to be about thanking our sponsor, Hybrid Ag. These hot laps don't happen on their own, and we're really happy to have a great sponsor. We appreciate their support. So you know what to do, guys. You know what we're about. It's 5:30. It's 7:30 for the second race, streaming live on our YouTube and on our Facebook. Get excited for this week, guys. It's a classic track with classic racing in Group 3s, and to boot, it's going to be a little bit damp. So we need to get you all on board for this one. It's going to be a great race. I can't wait for it. Let's get some.